Well, what's up guys, this is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it's time to check in on the chicken tractor and give you guys an update on how the hens are doing in there and some things that I may change up a little bit and some things that are working and some things that aren't. So, let's get on it. So these 3 chickens have been in the chicken tractor in the same spot for 2 days now. It's time to move the tractor. But before I do, I want to cover a few things. Several things that people have been asking about. Guys, remember, this is something new. I've never tried this before, so it's a learning process. First off is feed. Everybody wants to know what if I'm going to be supplementing their feed or just be, straight food scraps and things. I am getting them some feed, but it's not grain. That was one thing several people asked me about. I'm just kind of giving them a laying pellet on top of the greens and food scraps and things like that. I'm not feeding them scratch because, as several people commented, that would just be putting seed in my raised beds, and then I'd have all kinds of problem with weeds later on. So no grain, just a pelletized laying pellet. So the second thing is the water. I've had several people leave comments about the water. The biggest concern is I don't think it's high enough. The chickens can get under it. They can get under there and turn their head up. I just think it's a little bit lower than what it needs to be for these full-size birds. So I got just a regular old 1-gallon chick waterer, and I'm just gonna hang that in there for now because I know they'll be able to drink from it. And it'll keep it up off the dirt, and the water won't be full of dirt. Because I just got kind of concerned yesterday, so I put a bowl of water in there, and of course, it's going to get filled full of dirt. That's common sense. Chickens get in there scratching. Next thing, everybody want to know, or said I should probably put some kind of boards or something on here to keep the chickens from scratching so much stuff out. And I'm just kind of watching it for now. I'm sure they are scratching some dirt out, but I can always come back in with a shovel and just scoop a little bit back up. I think it's working out pretty good though, because if you notice, like back there where they are, the sides of the bed, come on camera, so the sides of the raised bed do stick up a little ways. So I think it's working out okay, but we'll just have to watch that one. So covered feed, covered the water situation, covered them scratching dirt out, and then moving the chicken tractor. So I had a comment left on the first video suggesting a way of moving it, and that's using a piece of pipe to put through there and lift up and then let it roll down the sides of the bed. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys that. I haven't tried it yet, so we're gonna see if it works. Next question was, what am I gonna do when I need to move it from this bed? Once I get them all the way down the end of that bed, how am I going to get it to that bed without the chickens running out? So my plan is to move it after dark or right at dark when the chickens go to roost. They're easy to mess with then. They're super calm. Chickens, once they go to roost in the evenings after dark, they're super easy to catch. They don't run, they don't fly much. So even if they do get out of the pen, they're inside the greenhouse, I can get them and just put them back. We're not going to have to move it from one raised bed to the other very often. Once we go all the way down this and then come all the way up the other one, then I'll just throw them out here on the ground and they'll be easy to move around there, so that won't be a problem. So the raised bed, the dirt inside the raised bed is looking awesome. They're doing a great job tilling everything up, getting ready to move them to their next spot. Before I move them, I'm going to go get a couple buckets of compost and put on there just so they can scratch that in, and then let me get that done, and then I'm going to move this chicken tractor for you guys real quick. Okay, so I got the compost spread out. It's time to move the chicken tractor. So let me set my camera down here. Maybe you guys won't fall over. Now, as I said earlier, this was a suggestion by one of my subscribers. he said, why don't you take a piece of pipe, kind of lift up on the cage and get it inside those loops or inside those little squares. Get it through the other side. Pick it up, raise it up, and the pipe will set on top of the boards, and then when I pick up on the chicken tractor, I can just slide it down. It'll just roll. Let me get you guys in a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Just raise it up and let the pipe hold the weight of the cage while we just roll it down those boards. And I think this will work out pretty good. Here we go. First time trying to move it. Wish me luck. Well, man, that was perfect. That was almost too easy. I know several people commented saying that they didn't think they would be able to move something like that by themselves. Now, just going up and down the beds, that has to be the perfect solution. Now, let me show you the soil after they've been on here for 2 days. Here's what it looks like. So they've come in here. I'll have to level it out a little bit, obviously, but they've done a really good job just tilling the soil, turning everything over, cleaned it up really, really nice. I'm gonna have to add some dirt, which it was low before I put the chickens in here. It was kind of a low spot there anyways, but they're doing a excellent job, excellent job. Girls, on to your new spot. You like it? So here's what the bed kind of looks like before. There's a few weeds in here and things. Kind of a gray looking soil. And then I'm gonna add some compost and let these girls do their thing of spreading the compost for me. And then there's the after. Gosh, camera. That's terrible. Terrible lighting. So one other question I had, someone mentioned something basically saying they thought that chicken manure needed to be composted before it gets put onto a garden or a raised bed. And typically I really do believe that's true. It's a good idea if you're going to be adding a large amount of chicken manure, but literally this is 3 chickens in a small area for a short amount of time. They're only going to be leaving just a little bit of manure. It's not enough that it's going to burn the plants with nitrogen. As long as I keep them rotated, keep them moved off of into a different spot every couple of days, we're not going to have a buildup of manure. Now, if I was going in and cleaning out my chicken house and dumping all that manure on, I think it would be too much and it would burn the plants. But there's no need to compost down just what little bit they're leaving behind. Let's get you girls a few greens here. Get some of these old leaves off of these collards and kale plants that need to be cleaned up here. Lots of greens for the girls, lots of greens. Hardy. Hardy. Well, I got a different waterer put in, some feed out, a few new fresh greens, and it looks like 3 happy, healthy hens. So there you have it. This seems to be working out great. I think those chickens are going to do a really good job in there for me. We'll see how it works out. It's still new. It's just been a couple days, but if you guys have any questions or any comments or suggestions, because like I said, I'm new to this process, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and we'll see if we can get them answered for you. I've got to hurry up and get the rest of my chores done, as I just got off work at 3 and we have to be at a basketball game at 5, and I hear my family pulling in the driveway right now. But I've got one more thing to show you before I get off of here today. What's up, Houston?
Hey, Daddy.
What you doing, buddy?
Nothing.
Nothing. How was school today?
Good.
Good.
I want to play with the baby goat.
Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Hey, I got a surprise for you at the barn.
Does the brown one have babies?
I don't know. We'll go see. Hold your pants up.
They're too long.
Oh, yeah? Bella. Bella, out. Bella, out.
Daddy.
So we were down to 2 mama goats that still need to have babies, and one of them had babies today while I was at work. And we got twins.
These are twins?
Yeah.
Are they boys?
One's a boy and one's a girl.
Which one's a boy?
I think this one's the girl and that one's the boy.
I never catch them, but I don't know.
Well, that's not one of the new ones.
No, the new one's already running. That one was running earlier. And that one can hardly walk. That one was running. There's a big
baby
goat.
goats everywhere. Where's the 2 little ones? There's one. Did.
So that's the newborn one. What are you? That's a newborn one.
So there you have it. We got another set of twins today. That brings us up to 13 baby goats. Quite a few. But hey, we got 1 doe left. She's not showing real big. She may just have a single. But so far this year we've had 100% success rate on our kid crop, which is awesome, because if you followed my channel last year, you know we lost quite a few. We rode the struggle bus last year on baby goats. But anyways, guys, hey, that's all I've got for today. The chicken tractor in the greenhouse working out great. My wife and kids are home. I've got to hurry up and get cleaned up so we can go watch Weston play basketball. Busy day, busy life, but that's okay, because that's what we do, right? Guys, thanks for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.